All right, and with that, we are now live on Facebook. We want to welcome you guys. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you happen to be. For me, it is evening. For my man, Mr. Daryl Roberts, the best to ever do it. We call him MJ Michael Jordan. It is morning, so 9 a.m. his time. It is 8 p.m. My time. I am in Dubai. Daryl's in Las Vegas, Nevada. It does not matter where you are in the world. This is the one place you want to be every week. We record this call. We stream it. In fact, let's record on top of that. Thought I said that. Here we go. And I got an error. Try that again.
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it.
Yeah, try your side. Nice shirt.
Hey, thank you. Did it work?
It's not
I
working
think
for us.
so. It's got an exclamation mark on my end.
Yeah, same thing. Are we going to be on Facebook? Because we're going to want to
We're
record.
on, we're on Facebook right now.
Okay. So
Unable
what I
to
was going to say,
record.
Todd, if we had to record it again because it didn't work, and what you said about me being MJ and all that, I was going to have you repeat all that so it could be on the recording. But
Yeah. So, by the way, guys, this is the one place you want to be every single week because we are here with my man MJ Michael Jordan, the best to ever do it. We're talking about the greatest, the king of sting, the one, the only, the Monte Cristo.
hey, man, every Saturday morning, man, my ego is blown away because of this guy right here. So, a guy, I can say the exact same thing he just said times 10x to that gentleman right here. I've actually missed him the last probably how long you been gone? About 5 or 6, 7 days. I've tried not to bother him a lot because he's having a great vacation, but obviously Todd is working his butt off morning, noon, and night. But it looks so amazing watching you and Gina on a camel. I've never seen that before.
Yes, yes. We had obviously had a great time on the camel. We were out in the desert. We went up in the tallest building in the world. We were in the biggest mall in the world. We went to the Museum of the Future. We had dinner in the sky. Now, for those of you who've never been to Dubai, I never even heard of this because my wife Gina booked it. She goes, "Hey, we're having dinner in the sky." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I figured, we're going to some building, and it's going to be some,
Yeah, right.
at the top, maybe the thing spins, and you got some glass windows, and you're gonna, be watching, dinner in the sky. I just assumed that's what it was. I had no idea, zero clue what I was about to get into. Right? We show up to this dinner in the sky, and when she said dinner in the sky, she meant literally
In
you're
the
eating
sky.
dinner in the sky. It's
Oh,
this platform where your feet are hanging over, right? They strap you into these seats. So you got like a part of amusement park. So they put the whole strap on, come around your waist thing, and your chair can spin this way, your chair can spin this way. And then they lift the platform with these cranes way up into the air. And so you're above the whole city, above the ocean. The view is absolutely majestic. And Tara, what's cool is if you pull the lever, your seat can go all the way back. I'm just going to show this to you real quick.
What?
Yeah, your seat can lay back.
And
Where's
Gina
it?
didn't have a problem with this, huh?
No, Gina did have a problem with this. Gina was doing a whole face your fear. So yeah, Gina does not like heights. So this was her whole idea. I couldn't even believe she booked this thing, especially when I saw the whole thing. So here we go. So this is my chair, because you can lean the seat back. So I'm
oh,
literally leaning back, and below me is the ground. About I don't know how many feet were off the ground, but I mean you get the idea. I'm literally leaning back, and they took that picture.
Well, no, Todd, give me an idea. Is it like one floor up if you're on a hotel, 2 floors up, 5 floors, 10?
How many floors up do
Yeah.
you think we were? 30?
30.
Yeah, 30, 30, or probably 30 floors up. Yeah,
That
so
is
30 floors up, and then I'm
unbelievable.
leaning back like that, right? And so, and you could turn your chair. And when you turn your chair, you can just see your feet dangling above. It's like, woo, it's a long ways down.
Well, Todd, just
Yeah,
like
when you were a
you,
kid and you didn't like what you had, right? You try to feed it to the dog, and here you just take it just like whoop 30 splat.
Well, the one thing, you know how before we go to hotels and getaways and all that, we do research and just kind of check everything out, make sure it's a good hotel. You know, sometimes a hotel exaggerates, et cetera. I don't know if you guys did that with that one because I would have to research and find out did any chairs ever fall or did they lose anybody at dinner and some of that stuff. That would have never happened. But Todd, I know you've got a lot to share. We've got a lot to share. We've got a couple of guests we want to bring on here in the next 5-10 minutes or so, and depending on what you've got planned today. But man, we're going to be bringing on Chris Bailey, guys. If you guys have not heard this guy, and most of you have not heard him, he is just a magnificent human being. And we're also going to be bringing on Harlan Hall. Again, another amazing guy. Now, Harlan, I've spoken with via just text on Facebook. Chris, we've had multiple conference calls now. And Todd, I am just so impressed and blown away. So, guys, if you haven't got your team on and you think it's going to be the Daryl and Todd show or Todd and Daryl show, and we're going to go and do what we normally do, which I think is phenomenal with Todd's background for almost 30 years, our background in this industry, there's no better place you can be right now. But today we're going to take it to a whole nother level with some people that are just flat out kicking butt, taking names. And I got a chance, Todd, to catch one of their lives. I didn't get the live, but I got the follow up on the recorded show. And man, I was just cracking up. I thought I was listening to you on the live. These guys were having so much fun. And they even had an amazing lady. And I apologize, I don't have her name. I'm sure Laura, I think it was Laura, and Chris will talk about her at some point in time. We got to get her on here as well. But Todd, we are in great hands. But let's give us a little bit of breakdown of what happened, your trip a little bit, if you want to go into that. What happened in Kazakhstan? We can start there. We can go through some training, but within the next 10 minutes or so, man, we've got enough guests on here to just make this an amazing podcast, if you will.
Yeah, boy, I mean, just today alone, she gets a quick picture here. So right there alone, in that picture in particular, that is a brand new one-star ambassador out of Kazakhstan. In 8 months, became an ambassador. On the right, that is Maite. She is almost an ambassador. I mean, give her a couple of weeks. She is out of Spain, and she built her business completely from TikTok. 100%. She has a huge team here. They all met on TikTok. I mean, we've been hanging out with them. We went to the desert with them. We've ridden camels with them. None of them knew each other. Did 100% from TikTok. Now, what's great about Maite's story is that in her first 2 years in the business, she only signed up 7 people, Daryl. Only 7. I mean, she just, you know what she said to me? She goes, I just knew that if I kept doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, she knew this was the company. She knew this was the future. If I just stayed the course, at the end of the road, incredible things are going to happen. She is literally, she showed us her volume this morning. Since we've been here on the, in the world tour in Dubai, she has now signed 6. Is it now 6? Yeah, six people, Daryl. She has enrolled 6 brand new people. She does not know them from Adam. She's doing it via social media. Her platform is TikTok. 6 people since we've been in Dubai that she has enrolled. She has enrolled now over 116 people personally. Doesn't know a single one of them. Now, I'm not saying that's the only way to build the business. I'm not saying that is the way, right? I'm just telling you that is a way you can build a business, but it's pretty incredible. But we got, what's incredible is that I'm looking for Sandra. In fact, Christine, I see if Sandra's on. I was looking for Sandra, and I don't see Sandra's name on here. Oh, she's with you. There we go. All right, so we have many, many ambassadors here. So we got the one-star ambassador from Kazakhstan. We got the ambassador, or soon to be, from Spain with obviously Maite. We have our one-star ambassador from France, who happens to live in Abu Dhabi. She's on here with Miss Christine. And by the way, and today is Danny Seguinal's birthday, who's in Tahiti. And it's also Christine, who does all kinds of translations for us from English to French and French to English. It is Christine's birthday. And so we invited on Sandra. We invited on Christine, but we have many ambassadors here from all over the world, multiple teams, multiple groups that we're having an absolute blast. They're all getting to know each other, hang out with each other. It's the most amazing thing. Until you've actually come on a world tour and been a part of it, you'll never fully get the family, the connection, the bond, the friendship, the synergy, the camaraderie, just the emotion, right, of the connection with people all for to other people from all over the world. It's not just about a place. It's not just about a price. It's about this most incredible experience you absolutely cannot buy online. You can't book this experience from Expedia because you can come to the place, but you can't come. You can't come to the family, right? You can come here, okay, great, but you're not here with like-minded people from all over the world, right? That you're going to connect with. So, Daryl, real quick, I just saw Christine come on. It's her birthday. It's Danny Segwinal's birthday, and so we want to wish both of them happy birthday
Birthday
to
to you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
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 Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear
all
Danny
of
and
you.
Christine.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to you.
you.
Well,
Thank
hey,
Miss
you.
Todd, just so
Christine.
you guys know, Christina, when you have two people on a webinar like you guys are, the background kind of fades one in and out. So we get a chance to see you and the other one. So I don't know what kind of background you guys have got, but if you want to have both of you guys to be seen, you got to turn the background
Yeah.
off if you want to. You don't have to.
I got it. I got it. I do it. Let
Okay.
me 2 minutes.
And
Uh,
Todd, just a disclaimer about Mai Tai, because you told me about Mai Tai, right? You told me about her doing her business on TikTok. So, guys, it's not just an average TikTok video you put up there. I went over and I want to learn from everybody and I want to see what people are doing just to check it out. You may not be able to duplicate what this lady's doing. Number one,
Yes.
she's got the look and the feel and the expertise, the videos she put together looked like videos that Paramount Studios would be putting together. So she has a knack for doing it. Now, I'm not saying that she knew what she
Now
was
keep in
doing.
mind, 2 years, she got
Yeah.
nobody. It took her 2 years to figure it out.
So she went to work there. And see, that's the challenge with most people in business and people that want to become successful and that don't become successful is that they try something for a minute or two, a week or two, maybe a month or two. And then if it doesn't work, if they don't get that instant gratification, then obviously they quit and move on to something else. That is another, example of somebody sticking the course. 2 years, signed up 7 people. Now she has over 100 plus people, just an inch away from becoming an ambassador, over $10,000 a month. And she's done it on a platform that is the first one that I know out of our company that has been quite successful.
Yeah, Christina, you still trying to do the background there?
yeah, I try to find it. I can't find it to take the background.
Typically over on the video. So where you just see it says stop video, there's like a little arrow just to the right. It's pointing up.
The video. Yes, thank you. I remember it was okay, okay, okay. Choisir non, 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 non. Choisir un avatar, non. Flouter mon arrière-plan, non.
Okay. Hey,
Almost
that's
there.
great.
Almost there.
There we go. There she is. So we got Christine and we have our one-star ambassador, Miss Sandra. Again, she's a part of our one of the French ambassadors, but she's moved from France to Abu Dhabi, which is about an hour and 20 minutes down the road from where we are in Dubai. But she's absolutely incredible. I mean, just a true leader's leader. I've spent a lot of time with her in the various events. In fact, I'm going to see her, Daryl, in 1 month. She'll be at the event in Nice with Danny and, of course, Christine and a lot of the other leaders. But ladies, welcome to our Zoom.
So, il veut te dire welcome, bienvenue sur ce Zoom parce qu'il a expliqué que tu habitais à Abu Dhabi, que tu étais un star ambassadeur et qu'on va te retrouver bientôt à l'événement de Nice.
Thank you, thank you.
So, si tu
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour à tous.
Hi everybody.
Du coup, Christine va traduire parce que moi, j'ai un anglais très petit.
I'm going to translate for Sandra.
Je suis ravie d'être là ce soir parmi vous et d'apprendre des plus grands.
She's very happy to be here tonight with you and to learn also from the people above her.
Beaucoup de comment dire d'idolation pour Todd et Daryl.
Okay, she look you both, Daryl and Todd, very high. You know, she adore you.
Yes, and ravie, je suis très, très, très heureuse d'être au World Tour et de pouvoir vraiment rencontrer de magnifiques leaders et partenaires de de tout le monde entier.
She's very happy to be at this World Tour and to meet different leaders from different countries.
Merci à vous en tout cas de tout cet accueil et j'ai hâte de boire un petit verre après le Zoom pour encore échanger avec tout le monde.
And she said thank you, and she cannot wait to meet everybody tonight because it will be our last night. She cannot wait to meet everybody after the Zoom tonight in a World Tour to have a last drink.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, we're so happy for you. We're so proud of you doing what you're doing. You're setting an example for the entire company.
Tu es un exemple pour toute la société, Sandra.
Thank you very much.
So Sandra's a mom, and she made her dream come true of being able to move to Abu Dhabi.
Tu es une maman et tu as fait ton rêve de venir à Abu Dhabi avec tes enfants.
Grâce
And
à
it all happened because she took a chance and she got involved in Travorium.
Exactly. Parce que, and she said the same thing. If I could do that, it's because I was in Travorium.
Sans Travorium, j'aurais pas pu le faire.
Without Travorium, she will never be able to do it.
Yeah, she's an incredible lady, incredible leader. And today, and we've had this happen multiple times at Breakfast, Errol. You know, we had people speaking French, people speaking Kazakh, people speaking Russian, people speaking Spanish, people speaking English, all of them. We had ambassadors in every language. And it was pretty cool to take the pictures together and have fun.
Wow. One question, what advice, Sandra, would you give to a new person getting started? We have lots of new people here just looking at this, just getting started. What advice would you give them to create the business, the success that you've created?
Quel est le conseil que tu donnerais à des débutants? Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de personnes sur le Zoom qui sont nouveaux pour pouvoir avoir le même succès que toi quand on rentre chez Travorium.
Il y a beaucoup de choses, beaucoup de conseils. Je te laisse.
It's not only one advice, actually. It's several advice.
Je suis quelqu'un de très timide et je ne suis pas quelqu'un qui est très à l'aise à parler. J'ai pas l'âme, on va dire, commerciale.
She is very shy and it's difficult for her to speak about in front of everybody.
Mais quand j'ai démarré, j'ai eu cette envie de me dépasser.
But when she started Travorium, she really feel she wanted to go further at a place where she never been before.
Cette activité, la réussite, elle est accessible à tout le monde, même aux personnes qui n'ont pas forcément cette fibre.
Okay, succeed can happen to everybody, even to somebody who doesn't have a commercial fiber, you know, and people are shy or they don't know how to speak about something, they can also succeed because she was like that when she started.
Un conseil, plusieurs conseils, être déterminé.
The first advice, but there is several advice, is to be focused.
Avoir un rêve ici.
To have a big dream here.
Yes. Croire en soi.
To believe in yourself.
Croire en la société.
To believe in your company.
Croire en les services.
To believe in the services you are using.
Les 3 C, c'est très important.
The 3 C is very important.
Et travailler.
And work.
On est indépendant.
We are independent.
Si on ne travaille pas, rien se passera.
But if you don't work, nothing will happen.
Donc beaucoup de travail.
A lot of work.
Focus.
Focus.
Regardez pas le succès des autres.
Do not look at the people succeed because you will get lost.
Chaque personne est différente.
Everybody is different.
L'objectif est propre à vous.
The objective, the goal, it's up to you. Everybody has a different goal and everybody has a different speed.
Peu importe le temps que vous mettez, votre objectif est important et il doit être dans votre cœur et ne jamais lâcher.
What matter how many times you put to go through, your goal is yours, is inside, and you have to focus on it to go and arrive to the success.
Vous allez passer par des phases hautes et des phases basses.
You have sometimes you will be up, sometimes you will be down.
Ne jamais lâcher, toujours croire en soi.
Never quit. Always believe in yourself.
Toujours croire en la société, en la puissance de la société.
Always believe in the company and in the power of this company.
Et ne jamais oublier son rêve.
And never forget your dream.
Et quand le rêve est réalisé, pour ma part, mes rêves ont été réalisés grâce à Travorium.
And when your dream will get through because of Travorium,
J'ai compris
she understood
qu'il était important pour moi de revoir mes rêves et de changer mon tableau des rêves pour aller chercher des rêves différents.
Okay, when you get to the point you arrive to your dreams, it's important to review your dreams and have another new dream or others new dreams.
Pour toujours avoir envie de travailler plus.
So you never quit working because you have something more to go to get up and more something more to go to look for.
Et dernier conseil, dupliquer et aimer le relationnel, aimer les personnes avec qui vous travaillez et donner, toujours, très important.
A big advice is to duplicate, to love the people with who you work, and to love the people with who you share your business.
Wow. Todd, we can stop right now because that was a training. Thank you very, very much. Merci.
Merci. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Unbelievable. Todd, again, when you were talking, let her know when you were talking, I had goosebumps because of the things that you talked about. You know, sometimes Marie and I and Todd, we always say your past does not equal your future. She was not a speaker. She was an introvert. She didn't have the skill sets, but she didn't let that stop her and say, well, I can't do this because of that. So she, in spite of where she started, she's at a whole different place right now. So I want to say it again for those of you that may not be a top strand, that may not be a leader today. Your past does not equal your future. You will learn the skill sets, anything and everything that you need if you desire. Like she said, unless you have that desire and have goals, you can become and do whatever you want to do. And as you're striving to survive or to reach your level of success, then you want to continue to go higher and higher and higher and higher. You don't want to stop just because, hey, I reached this level. It's always something you can learn. So I picked up a lot from you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Il dit qu'il a appris beaucoup de toi. Il te remercie énormément.
Merci.
By the way, Miss Christine, it's not only your birthday, but just so you know, dear Christine, who lives in France, never misses your Saturday training call, Daryl. Every week she's on here learning, taking notes from France, rings in. Again, she speaks English, does translations, but obviously her native language is French. Things are more comfortable in French. Yeah. But guess what? She gets on here every week anyway because she wants to learn everything she can. She's a 2-star director on the way to 3-star. She had no voice this week, overcoming a little sickness, but getting better. But happy birthday, Miss Christine.
Yeah, happy birthday. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, ladies.
Well, Todd, let's shift.
See you on the roof in about 40 minutes.
Yeah. Well, Todd, I can tell you what, the next 2 guys we're going to bring on, they're not shy at all. These guys are just absolutely incredible speakers. Their smiles are infectious. You can tell there's love in their heart, a smile on their face. I did not, the coolest thing ever, when you get to this point in your career in this business, when you get people like this signing up, that have the ability to do anything and everything that you and I have done times 5 times 10, and you don't even know they signed up for a week or 2 or a month or 2, and they're in your business. And that's the situation each and every one of you want to get to down the road, where you've got big time leaders coming into your business that have the ability to just tell you to duck and get out of the way. But they're so nice, and you see how they treat their group and how they're growing. So, hey, Harlan and Chris, if you guys can come on, we want to spend a little bit of time with you guys this morning and talk a little bit about your success. And just like Sandra was saying, guys, you can't compare your chapter 1 of just getting going to somebody that's already on chapter 100. They've already had some success. They've already had some a background in this industry. So typically, if that is the case, you can come in and you can move some things a little bit faster than the average person. I've not seen people come in like this that have this type of momentum this quickly. I believe they've broken 3 2-stars within this last probably week or so, by week and a half. I'll let them do that. But Chris and Harlan, if you guys can open up your camera, hopefully you guys can come on, and I sure would appreciate that. We definitely want to chat with you.
And a shout out that Chris is, by the way, not only breaking 2 stars, setting records, but he also was with us in Las Vegas, Nevada, just a couple of weeks ago at the training we did there with Daryl and Maria Roberts. Just incredible leaders, incredible people. So great to meet them. But Chris, Harlan, if you guys are with us, come on.
Hey, Todd, we're on, but it's not letting us do video.
Hang on 1 second. Maria's working on that right now. But Chris, go ahead. And again, guys, let me, I gave them a little bit of introduction, but let me just give a little bit more just on who these guys are. Pretty amazing individuals. His bio is he was born and raised in Washington, D.C. and Maryland area. He actually lives in Los Angeles, retired Marine. So, hey, thank you for your service. He quit his full-time job working at the Homeland Security in 2008 and been full-time in network marketing since that point. He's an avid traveler. He's been through multiple passports. Now he's found a home with Travorium. He's a father of 2 beautiful girls, and they also love to travel as well. And also for Harlan Hall, born also and raised in the DMV, which represents the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Played basketball overseas for a short stint. Okay, I didn't know that. New information. Government contracting employee as a proposal analyst, as well as the owner of a staffing agency, been in networking for 6 years, loves traveling with family and friends, especially when he can get in a round of 18 holes. And I understand he's heading out to Arizona here to play some golf here in the next week or so. Husband, father of 2, daughter, 1 son, grandfather of 1 grandson, landed in Travorium 7 short months ago, and have planted his flag here. So welcome to both of you guys, Todd. I couldn't be more excited about these guys, and just excited to have you guys on here. Good morning, good afternoon to you guys.
Good morning to you, Daryl and Todd. Thank you for having us.
No, it's still good morning for me too. You know, I'm out in LA now.
Yeah, right. Now, when you
had to drink coffee to get on here.
Well, again, guys, this guy, just real quick, and I'm going to let you guys take over. I want you guys to kind of elaborate on your story and kind of tell us what's happening and what's happened so far, where you are, where you're going with our company. But Todd mentioned this a second ago. We had an OG training. And when you've got leaders like Chris, and Chris was in LA at the time, and Alicia, his partner, I'll just say partner, fiance, I think I'm able to say that, right? And they decided to come down. Now, you got a leader that knows what to do, but finds out that Todd and I, Gina and Maria, and actually at that time, we were going to have Keith was coming down as well. For them to take the time, come 4 hours, 8-hour total drive. I don't know if they flew in or not, but come down and listen to some other leaders in the company. That spoke volumes to me, just the type of person that you are. And then after meeting you, obviously, it was substantiated the type of people you guys are. But go ahead and take it over, Harlan, take it over, Chris. We want to hear you guys' story.
Okay, Harlan, since you're my sponsor, you start the story.
Oh, gosh, you always want me to start. Hey, look, I already started something that got it now. You need to start. But
well,
listen,
I'll go ahead, because what I want to do, I want to piggyback off of what Daryl was just talking about, us coming to that event. And yeah. I'll tell you, man, we were so super excited about that. More excited when we left than when we came, because, you know, these guys are amazing, right? I absolutely love this company. I'm like Harlan. My flag is planted. This is the best business I've ever been involved in. I'm so super excited. Like, I'm laughing every day when I'm doing a presentation or I'm talking. I literally had a Zoom as it was starting that I was hanging up from laughing, because I'm like, dude, this thing is so amazing, you know. But what's also amazing is the leadership, right? And you know, I've been full-time network marketing for since 2008, as Daryl was saying. And you know, it's always great to meet humble leaders, right? These guys, you know, are super amazing, even before we came. So, and let me just tell y'all, this thing looks too good to be true. I ain't even gonna lie. It looks too good to be true. So I asked my leaders, Paul and Donna Scales, could we have a meeting with Todd? Because I had some questions. I'm like, I don't want to work this because these prices are so good. And then 2 months down the road, we out of business. Man, we had Todd and newly ambassador at that time, Keith Brown on, and me and Harlan and Paul and Donna. We were just kicking it, having a blast for over an hour and a half that was supposed to have been like a 15-minute Zoom. And just how humble and down to earth Todd is, man. And then in person meeting Daryl and Maria, like you guys are the best of the best. And I've been around a lot of top leaders in this industry. So I just feel like I'm in the right place with the right family, right people, right everything. And then your skill set, you know, is mind blowing. Just, you know, listening to Todd at the training and listening to Daryl Maria and of course Gina as well, you know, during the training. It was just absolutely amazing. So I'm so excited and so happy to be a part of this movement, this family, this team, this everything. And just like the young lady said, which was really cool to have a translator, right? We're in the right place, you know, be with a company like that. You just got to love your team. And we all love our teams. And that's why we're having the success we're having. Now, let me just share a little bit of my story, how I got started, because Harlan is my sponsor. And this is how cool this business is. And for everybody on here, I want you to understand how great this business is and where you sit. And this is what's got me excited. So a month ago, I was in another company pretty high up. And so, you know, you technically can't, when you're high up in the company, can't do another company, or else they're going to terminate you. So I basically got my walking papers. But anyway, Harlan had signed me up, and I saw the 11-minute, 12-minute video from Todd Strand. And Harlan called me up and he said, look, man, I joined this travel thing. Chris, I've spent all this money joining everything you've done. All right, I need you to support me one time. I was like, he sent me the video. I was blown away. I was like, wow, this looks amazing. This is an easy support you deal. All right. So I signed up and I said, Harlan, I'm not going to work the business stuff. All right. But I'm going to get my 3 because that's what I'm doing. Right. I don't want to have a $135 bill. So I'm going to refer my 3. So what had happened was I referred my 3. And I said, Harlan, you know, put me in the leg that you know is growing, just in case if something down the future happens and I decide to want to come over here, I already have some, you know, people under me and it'll excite me. So that just happened. So about 2 months later, I had my back turned, wasn't watching nothing. I hit 1-star director, right? I told Harlan, I said, you know, you can work with the people that I sign up. If they want to work it, that's up to them. But what happened was they went and got their 3. And next thing you know, I was making like $500. I said, what? I said, hold on. I said, Harlan, tell me this is real. Am I really making $500 with my back turn?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, man, you are now a 1-star director. I said, bro, as a leader in this industry, my whole job, my whole goal in every business I've done is to get people to $500 a month. Mm-hmm. If this happened like this, I feel confident that I can get a lot of people to $500 a month. And $500 a month is a life changer to families, period. Okay? So needless to say, a month ago, all right, I started working the business. I flew into DC because that's where, you know, I'm from and all my people are. We had a little home meeting. And everybody signed up. I was shocked. Every time I've ever done a presentation with all these great companies, because I've been with some great companies, about 30% will sign up. We had 100% sign up. I was like, I've never seen before. The new people that signed up, because I was supposed to fly out like the next day, they said, can you stay and do a meeting for us? Man, poor Alicia, she was mad, right? I said, Alicia, I'm not coming home with you. You're going to be on that plane by yourself because I'm going to build this business for another week. So I stayed, man, and it exploded. Next thing you know, I was 2-star, and it's insane. I've never seen anything like this. And for all the guests, or not guests, but, you know, members that are part of this, you got to understand where you sit. This is the best home-based network marketing, direct sale. I don't care what you want. The best one on the planet. And I'm talking from experience. I've been with the fastest growing home-based business on the planet, the #1 travel club. I've been with top companies, and this blows everything away by a lot. It ain't even close It's like we're up here, and every other thing that has ever happened in network marketing is way down there. All right, so we're excited. All right, I see Coach D on there. Coach D, woo woo woo.
Coach D.
Hey, one comment I want to make, Chris, because this just for everyone out there. I personally enrolled Adam. I personally enrolled Lawrence. Okay. Now, Adam is from Maine and Lawrence is from the United Kingdom. And both Adam and Lawrence knew Chris very, very well. But, and again, I love those guys. They're great guys. They're building big businesses. Okay. So this is not to beat them up because I'm just as guilty of doing the same thing as anybody else. Right. But
It's a training point.
Both Adam and Lawrence knew Chris, and neither one of them called Chris. And so when we were having that first meeting, and I'm meeting Chris, realizing who this guy is, I said, man, clearly I need to have a team meeting, right? Maybe I haven't explained how this thing works. You need to call anybody and everybody that's in your phone, that's in your Facebook. It's not about the ones that say no. It's about the handful like Chris, like Harlan, that say yes, that are going to make you wealthy, right? And anyway, Adam to this day is like, oh my gosh, I'm just sick in my stomach because obviously you saw Chris get involved. But guys, people tend to fall where they're supposed to be. Harlan's a great leader. Paul and Donna Scale, top of the world leaders. He's in the right place, right time anyway. But it was just funny that I personally enrolled two guys that knew Chris well. And both of them are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't call that guy. And I only say that as a cautionary tale for all of you out there. Call every single person you know, every single person on your list, even when you think they're busy, even when they're not going to do it right. You know, Chris, like, hey, look, I'll sign up for you. I'm not going to build it. Maybe I'll get my 3, right? But I mean, guys, 1, 2, 3, we have something special here. When people realize that, incredible things can happen. But just got threw that out there for fun. But Chris, what a great story. You're such an incredible leader. Harlan, congratulations to you. And Coach D, if you're with us, by all means, come on and we'd love to always hear from you and talk to you. This is part of your team with Paul and Donna Scales, soon to be ambassadors below our newest ambassador, Keith Brown. So they're doing big things. And guys, every time we turn around, you're seeing rank advancements. You're seeing people go ambassador. The company is in fact accelerating. It's incredible. There's the coach. And so, hey, Ms. Deborah, how are you?
We just had a big team meeting. We're doing great. We're doing great. It's nice to see you, Chris.
Woo woo.
Woo woo. So that's what you were saying, Todd, is really important. I was just listening. I just got off of a Zoom, so a lot of times it puts me in this. But anyway, I met Chris. Donna and Paul introduced me to Chris because Chris actually has a market share in Memphis. And one of the things we've learned as network marketers, you don't go in other people's market share without letting them know. So he let me know. But come to find out, the person that he enrolled is actually my daughter's soror. And I've been knowing her for forever, ever since I've been in Memphis. We did conferences together. I watched her daughter grow up. We get all of that, right? I've talked to Lee. Her name is Lee. I've talked to her, but Chris got her. You understand? So it doesn't make a difference how they come in as long as they come in, right? And so if you are just like Harlan got Chris, it does not make a difference, but it does make a difference in how we share this market share. And so it's really important. I was sharing with Daryl, I have a team that is blowing up in St. Louis. Keith Brown also has a team in St. Louis. A lot of people don't know that Keith Brown is actually somewhere deep under me in my book of business. And so I let Keith know that the team in St. Louis is blowing up. And I'm going to be coming to St. Louis. They're trying to get it to about 100 people before I come. And back in the day, that's how we built. Ain't that right, y'all? We went to city, house to house, dining, restaurants, meeting in places. People say, how do you recruit? You recruit belly to belly. So this is an exciting time for me, an exciting time for this team, exciting time for, I know, Daryl and Maria and Todd to see the growth David called me while I was on our call, thinking he had missed something, but we had a great conversation, and we brought in the last probably month some major network marketers who have seen the same value that you saw, Chris, that said, what in the world do y'all got going on here? So what I would say to the whole Travorium family, and what we've seen that Igor and Larissa have done through Tatiana has been absolutely amazing. And so I recently had a conversation with Josh Hart, and we were talking about, they call me a pioneer, and we were talking about when we had nothing, when we had the $12.95 travel product, right? To be able to watch this business evolve, and now y'all getting caviar, and we got crackers. It's an amazing, amazing place to be. And I think that we are in the process of hitting momentum, and God is blessing us with leaders like you, Chris, Mr. Hall, and so many more to come over and say, what in the world? And last I would say is that I always wanted to, my goal was always that I wanted to see people make, because that was my biggest thing in staying in Travorium, is that my team could eat. We call it eat, that our teams could eat, because a lot of times we be in companies, the top leaders were always walking across stage, but the people on the bottom was not eating. And in Travorium, they get to eat early and they get to eat a lot, right? Like my granddaughter, she's 7, and we were in Colombia, and someone asked her, did she want chicken fingers? Because that's what's on the pizza. She said, oh, no, I'll have lobster and shrimp, please. Right? So Travorium is the lobster and shrimp, right? And the caviar now of the travel business. So I am excited. Wow. I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do. I'm excited to be in the DC area in June. With the rest of the team, with Keith and Dr. Phyllis and One Star Ambassador Cynthia and all of us. I'm just excited. I'm excited to just see the massive explosion that is getting ready to happen and continuing to happen in this company. So I appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
I appreciate
it's happening big time. There's no question about it. And guys, wait till you see by the end of this year, next year. David was talking yesterday, and he said, Daryl, remember when I told you that 2024 was going to be the formulation year, and 2025 is where we're literally going to go vertical? Guys, that is where we are. And the good thing about Coach D here is that she may have missed her daughter's soar, whatever, I forget the name or whatever you called her, but it still fell within their organization. That's the difference. So she's not hurting like, Adam is and the Lawrence are, because it still fell in. And the reason it fell in her group is because she's got her net all over the place. So you either going to come directly to her, or you going to fall somewhere within the organization. Two things real quick, and then Harley, we want to get over to you real quick, is that when you talk about backing into One Star, earning $500, we had a lady, and she brought a team of about 8 people down to Vegas a couple of days ago. We had them for 2 days. We spent probably 5 hours a day in our conference room with them, just training, teaching, etc. All of them signed up in the business. She has been busy doing other things, hasn't focused in the business at all, just like you, Chris. She just went One Star. She's earning $500, and now she's finally ready to take charge of her business. Where can you go in the history of this industry and you can just back your way into $500? You still got to have 2 legs growing. So I think, Todd, that is just amazing, and a shout out to her. I want to shout out to Annette as well for what you've done. Just signed up Juan out here. Guys, it is happening not only over across the sea where these guys are right now, and Kazakhstan and in Europe and France. It's happening right here, and it's percolating. And I think over the next 6 months, you're going to see a major storm happen here in this in the U.S. as well. It's already happening, no question about it. But I think we're going to see it just absolutely explode. Harlan, tell us a little bit.
Well, just real quick, I was going to say shout out to Coach Steedwell, because Coach, I don't even know this. You got a pretty big team here in Dubai right now. Team Legacy is well represented in Dubai, and I had breakfast this morning with a huge part of your team. A couple of them are brand new, never done anything, never sponsored anyone. This is their very first world tour. And we just sat there, and she was just absolutely blown away. She goes, I go, you feel like you got your money's worth, right? And of course, we happen to be at the top of the tower, and the restaurant spins. It spins 360 degrees. You get a view of the ocean, all of downtown Dubai. You got this unbelievable breakfast buffet, with, different kinds of breakfast dishes from all over the world. They got the chefs there, make it up any way you want, right? And for $49, we're here all 6 days. There's an ice skating rink in the middle of this place. I mean, it is 5-star, right? And I go, you feel like you got your money's worth, right? And she was just dying. She goes, I just never would have believed it. I mean, she goes, I just wanted to come experience it first, right? And you just can see how it happens all over again, where someone comes here and says, this is absolutely unbelievable. And they're going to go back and build bigger and better. But Coach, you got a pretty big team here. I don't know if you knew that or not. I was actually hanging out in the pool today with Tanya Evans and Michelle. You get that picture, babe? It was great. I just got done working out. I jumped in the pool. We were hanging out with them and having a good time. Next thing you know, Gina was taking pictures of us. She may not be able to pull it up. But anyway, I want to get this to Harlan. I just didn't know if, here we go. I didn't know if you knew that you had a big team here, Coach. And some of them brand new. So here we go. So, guys, this is us working our butts off here in Dubai, having a great time. So we've got some team legacy right there. But good times are happening.
We had a lot of them in Punta Cana, too.
You had a massive team in Punta Cana, yes.
God, I enjoyed Keith's video, and people was like, my goodness, it was a lot of people. So I am just thankful, and I thank God for the two of you. And Harlan, we want to hear from you, but I am just really, it amazes me, because when I started, it was me.
Yeah.
Now it's us.
Now it's like, whoa, right? And then what I love is that you talk about Guy's Book of Business all the time, and I'll say this in as Harlan's coming on. Harlan, Chris, and all of them are in Guy's Book of Business. They're all in Guy's Book of Business. So David said to me today, he said, it's just amazing. It's just a miracle what is happening in Guy's Book of Business.
Wow.
He'll be a 2-star ambassador before November for sure. Right? And that Book of Business. Right? That is amazing. Right?
Yeah, so boy, it's 3 years ago this May that
May 3rd.
The Pastor Guy went to be with the Lord. He was a 2-star director at the time, making $2,000 a month. He's gone from $2,000 a month to soon to be 2-star ambassador, making over $200,000 a year. And then, guys, that's been since he went to be with the Lord. I mean, guys, there's nobody doing what we're doing. In fact, that came up this morning. One of the ladies that's brand new, she goes, I'd never heard of anything like that in my life.
Never.
I mean, never. And so, I mean, guys, we have something special. But anyway, Harlan, we want to hear your story. Congratulations to you. Obviously, you're part of, Coach D and Team Legacy here, and how the whole thing happened.
Well, first of all, I do want to thank quite a few people. Don and Paul Scales for sure.
Yeah.
I really want to thank my wife, because my wife is the true reason why I'm actually here. I actually, Chris and I, a bunch of other guys, we are actually involved in a travel club prior to this one some years ago. And COVID came, obviously, and kind of, annihilated things for them. And what amazed me is that this company continued to grow through COVID times, all right? And but my wife kept saying, look, I want to travel again through the clubs. I want to travel through a club. And the reason why she wanted to do that is because of the people, right? The people that we have that you meet, the people who are fun people. People like to travel. People like to have a lot of fun. And so she was like, look, I'm ready to do that again. And it didn't hurt, for us to be able to save a lot of money because I don't make a lot of money, right? So when she said that, it rang with me like, you know what? Let's call Donna and Paul Scales. And Donna and Paul Scales, let me tell you something. They super smart, all right? They were like, you know what? We're not going to call Harlan. They drove all the way from Laurel to my house that night. We sat in here, we ate, we talked, we had some drinks, we laughed, reminisced, and I came on board, right? And when I came on board, I was just excited about the product. Now, what really got me going, and this is for you, Daryl, what really got me going is I met a young lady at a bar, and I know she's on this call. I met her at a bar named Naima. And I put her on you and your wife's call. First of all, you guys are phenomenal. Your energy is unparalleled. I'm telling you right now, if you have not had an opportunity to listen to Daryl and Marie Roberts, you are doing yourself a disservice. They are amazing, right? Oh my gosh. So I put her on that. I put her on the call that you guys did. And the moment she hung up, she said, I'm in. And I was like, oh my goodness, let's go. What it did was it gave me a sense of understanding that there's a type of leadership that we all look for, right? A lot of people who feel like they're not having any type of success, they feel that it's because of the leadership that they actually, the lack of leadership. Let's say that, the lack of leadership. And what I realized, this company has leaders that are really true leaders, that are leading, all right? They stay committed to helping you, and they have that no one left behind mentality, right? And that's what I love about where we are and what we're doing. So I just got super excited about it. One of my friends, who's also on the call, Roz, she actually heard Paul Scales talking to me on the phone call one day. I merged her in. Paul's like, look, I got to talk to you about something, whatever. And when I merged her in the call, all she heard was travel and money. That's all she heard. She was like, travel and money. And I said, listen, I'll call you back. Let me finish this call with Paul. I'll call you right back. She was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't you try to jump. I was like, I'll call you right back. She said, no, do not try to jump off this call with me. What was that about? Travel and money. I like traveling and I like money. She literally signed up, hadn't seen anything. Jeez. Not a single thing, right? And the excitement is what draws you in. The excitement. People love to be around excitement. People who are forward thinkers, people who are fun, people who are outgoing. And, that's what we decided to do, was just lock arms with leaders. When Chris came on, Chris, man, you my guy.
You my guy.
Yeah. Chris is, a phenomenal leader. That's why he said I've signed up in everything he does. Like literally, I just take my card and go. And the reason why is because I know what I'm getting. It's not about what it is. It's about the person. It's about the person that I'm actually trusting myself with. And I trust this guy the same way that he trusts me. So, once we got started, we just started building that platform of trust within our organization. And that's the reason why we're having the type of success we're having. And the biggest thing I'll say that we really, really expound on is perseverance. A lot of times, and you touched on this, Daryl, earlier, how it is that when times get tough, people don't really fight through. I always think of that. You ever remember that meme where they showed the guy with the axe and he's digging through the mountain and the diamond is back there, the big diamond, and he gets just this close and quit. But what I realized is sometimes people are trying to dig through that mountain with a fork, right? And when they dig through with a fork, they're they're not putting any effort in. Then next thing you know, they say, this doesn't work, right? Yeah. This doesn't work. Well, here's the thing. I understand that in order for you to be successful, you need perseverance. That means doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. All right. You have to have perseverance. You have to be willing to go through those layers in order to get what you want. Otherwise, and that's why they say, you know, there's a small 2 or 3% of the people who are successful in the world. The reason why is because those 2 or 3 people, those 2 or 3% are the ones who understand and have the mentality, they built their mindset to go through walls to get to where they want to go. They don't allow a no to stop them. They don't allow a financial setback to stop them. They don't allow any of the things to stop them from going where they want to go. They are determined. They know their why, what hurts you and what helps you, all right? And so they're ready to roll, and that's what they do. And that's what we promote here is, listen, we're going to fight with you and get you through that barrier, all right? Once you get through that barrier and you get your airplane in the air, boom, you're off. And that's what we do here, and we absolutely love it. So I'm here, my flag is planted, and we're going to all win. We're going to travel the beaches of the world, and I'm telling you right now, nothing and no one can stop us.
Wow. Man, I tell
What
you
an
what,
incredible training, Harlan.
If we were at, you sound like a preacher. If we were at church right now, the organ would have been following you the whole time through. And it was just awesome. Again, I got the chills, those goosebumps again, because you can see when he says something, he's not just saying it. He means what he says. That's the difference. For some of you watching right now, you will say something, but you really don't have any punch behind it. You just learn how to say something, mean what you say. And if you need to watch this video again, go to Facebook. But one quick thing for you guys, what I'd like you guys to hit on, because you talked about it earlier, not on this call, but on another call. I think I watched you guys on your video, is the comp plan. When you looked at our compensation plan and you saw what it takes to move up and get to, 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, and then ambassador, what were your thoughts compared to all the other things you've done? Todd and I talk about this all the time, but it's so awesome to get another leader or leaders on here that will, yes, that's true. Here's what my thought process was.
I can sum it up, and Adam and Chris for sure can sum it up as well. And speaking of Adam, Adam is an amazing guy. I'm telling you, that's my boy. Like Adam, it's good to see you on here, bro. Happy to be in the same organization with you. Let's go kill it. But let me just say this: I compare our 1-star director to a rank that we used to have in our old company called Senior Rep. What I know is it took 30 people left and 30 people right to hit Senior Rep. And what I knew in this comp plan is it took 8 people left and 8 people right to hit 1-star director. Which one would you rather do? And that the rest was history. I didn't even need to see 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, ambassador. I didn't need to see any of that. What I knew is that we get 16 people in here. We're making Senior Rep. Let me just say this. It took me almost 3 years to get to that rank before, and what took me less than 5 months to do it here.
Wow. Unbelievable.
And I'm going to piggyback on that even a step further. I'm going to take Harlan and go one more step.
Go for it.
So, as he said, Senior Rep was 30 left, 30 right. What is 2-star director? 25, 25. So part of my story when I'm excited and I'm talking to people, I'm like, in that company, we was making $300 to $500 a month when we hit 30-30. Here, I'm at 25-25. I'm getting a Super Bowl ring. I'm making thousands.
Coming, baby.
And then to share other people's story, like Wanda. Wanda, it took her less than a month to hit 2-star, right? So the comp plan. And that's why this train moves so fast, right? Because you have people, as Coach D was talking about, you have people eating, early on, right? Everybody eats, right? Even a person who's new eat because, as Todd says in the presentation video, Uncle Sam taking care of you as long as you are working, right? You work in the business, Uncle Sam going to take care of it. So Uncle Sam's really going to take care of your $135 a month. You just got to be working, right? So nobody loses here. No, it's impossible to lose. And look, I think it was Harlan who mentioned about somebody quitting. Here's my plan, right? Because I haven't had people in 6 months yet. But if someone comes and says, "Oh, Chris is not working for him," and quit, I'm gonna just take them to their back office and show them how they can get a trip for little to nothing, under $100 to go anywhere in the world.
That's right.
So I'm gonna be like, "You ready to quit? Let's log in real quick." because you're going to have 2,000 points after 6 months.
Yeah.
You can go somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. So, matter of fact, I'm going to pay $7 for you to go to Dubai.
It's on me. I got you. I got you.
I'm the screen. Hey, Chris, tell him I'm the screenshot king. I'll screenshot your back office and show it to you every time. Congratulations on the growth of your business. Congratulations on the growth of your business. Congratulations. They're like, oh my gosh, how is this happening? Because let's go. What do you want to do? You want to throw it away or what you want to do? And they're like, no, there's no way. There's no way I'm throwing this away. I'm ready. My eyes are open now. Exactly. Let's go.
Wow. Yeah, and I want to leave with one nugget as I guess we're getting ready to wrap up. I want to leave with one nugget, right? So, man, I can't tell you in words how much I appreciate Harlan bringing this to me. And we had a discussion the other day with his wife, Michelle, and, you know, I had to thank her because her making that decision has completely changed my life, right? And every person we touch, we're completely changing their lives, and this is just going to keep going on and on. So I want to say to everybody on here, be the change in somebody's life, right? You know, share this with as many people because you're going to help someone, you know, get to that $500 a month and help change their entire future. You're going to help someone to, you know, be able to travel the world and experience things that they won't be able. So you need to have that type of confidence when you're talking to people because you're the life changer of people. See, we take for granted the fact that, oh, I'm just in this little business trying to make this little money. No, the impact that we are having on people's lives is insane. And the leadership team that we have, working with people like Daryl and Laura, as you were talking about Daryl yesterday that did the Zoom Facebook with us, and I can go all the way down. I mean, we have tremendous leaders, and fortunately, my lady loves network marketing too, and you know she has success with it too, so I don't have any headaches at home. Talking about what you doing, where you at, right?
So back up just for a second. That lady Laura that you introduced, you and Harlan had on her show, dude, she is unbelievable. And then when you introduced her and tell her about your background, I thought she was going to say, yeah, I've made millions of dollars in network marketing. And she is a traditional winner as well. I mean, when she talked about her Amazon business, 65 employees and all the other stuff she's done, I just was like blown away. Can you share her story real quick?
Yeah, so and her story is even more powerful. I recommend that she save that for Ambassador.
Yeah.
Her story is more than amazing. She's on here right now, but I'm gonna just share it a little bit. So when I had that, you know, when I went home and we had that home meeting. So this is the beautiful thing. So you know I've been in other companies and all this, but I didn't bring anybody over, right? Whenever I leave a company, I never mess with the people because that's other people's as well. So this is all organic. We started this with all brand new people. What I love is I introduced, invited people that I've been after to join businesses for years. So Laura's real close friend is Tasha, and Tasha is the one I invited. And I said, Tasha, please come, bring some people, but I got the ticket to freedom. This thing is amazing. It's in travel. So she invited a couple of friends, right? And all of them's names became with one is Laura, the other one is Tasha, and the other one is David. So we call them LTD, as the old, singing group was LTD. The group LTD. And with their relationship, Tasha let Laura be the sponsor of her, even though Tasha was my friend. So whatever they have going on is some kind of close bond, like me, Harlan, and my man Vegas. I gotta give him a shout out. So we have this real close bond. Laura, I didn't know her. She sat there and was beating the phones up after the presentation, calling everybody. Yep. She worked that business like she was homeless, right? I had no idea she had this $1 million business. Okay, but she was sitting there like boom, 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 and she called and got her 3, right there, and right after the presentation, got her 3 on people on the phone. So super excited. And man, when I found out that she, has this amazing, super successful business that makes already dream income, it showed the power of what we have, right? And this is another nugget for everybody. Anybody that's an entrepreneur, you want to get them in, because our team is all serial entrepreneurs. Daryl Badby, who's having a big presentation at his house every week and has this super house that looks like a sports bar. He's in, and all these entrepreneurs. And I always say, bring in successful people so you can have a successful team. All right. A lot of times we bring in our broke friends and then we have a broke team. Right. So entrepreneurs get it. And man, we just full of entrepreneurs. And yeah, Laura's story, man. Daryl, y'all have no clue.
Yeah.
When you hear her real story, and I told her, you keep that story close to your chest for a minute, right? That's an ambassador kind of story. It's not going to be a dry face in the house. It won't be. But yeah, she's amazing.
Amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, our whole team is amazing. Everybody on our team has a story. It's amazing. And the relationships that we're building is unbelievable. And it's fun. This is a fun business. This ain't no products that you know, whatever. This is fun. It's travel. So we have a lot of fun.
Wow. Harlan?
I can't wait to really tell that story. So Ambassador is storytelling time. So we fighting like crazy to get there, to hurry up and get it out our mouth. So can't wait. Laura is an amazing person, like you said, Chris. Daryl, you had, when you watched that Zoom, you saw her energy. And she's very live. She's has a heart of gold. And that's another thing too, is that we have a lot of people in our organization who do believe in giving back. Yeah. And that, even outside of what outside of the travel club, they just genuinely care about people. Laura is definitely one of those people. Daryl is one of those people. So, I mean, we're really excited about the people that we actually are involved with.
Wow. David Albini, I saw your messages earlier, and I just appreciate you, buddy. And we definitely going to hook up with Gary and myself. We definitely need to chat. I just saw a message about 30 minutes ago. So just say I did see that as it went by. Todd, I'm full today, dude. I'm done. So I'm going to turn to you to close it out, buddy.
Well, no, I mean, obviously we got Coach D on here. I mean, Harlan, unbelievable. Chris, unbelievable. Yeah, you guys are amazing. These are future ambassadors, not if, not maybe. You guys are watching right before your very eyes. I mean, guys, we are doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. Again, we're sitting here in Dubai, this 5-star property, ice skating rink in the middle of it. You got the restaurant that turns 360, free breakfast. I mean, it's an international buffet. You get to try breakfast samplings from all over the world. Whether you're looking, for the Indian influence, the Asian influence, whether you're looking for more of the Arabic influence, or just give me an omelet, right? They got it all here. We are here for $49. The people coming next month are here for $7. We made the joke this morning. I feel like I got ripped off. I paid 7 times too much. And I paid $49. I'm looking for a refund. I'm kidding, guys. I mean, who has got it better than us? I mean, people were taking their pictures in front of the window because you could see the ocean and all of the downtown, because we're up 30 floors and it's all out the window. I mean, you're overlooking the entire city as the restaurant spins, as you're sitting there eating your breakfast thinking, I am here for $49 for the entire week. You can't even buy the breakfast for $49. And so we're doing things in travel. We're doing things in compensation, as you got to hear from these leaders today, that in other companies, I mean, you have no idea how many people you had to put in to make the kind of money in here. I mean, you actually bump into $500 a month. And so it's an incredible program. You're seeing the leadership happen before your eyes. We're seeing all these other countries light up. We're seeing people get to the records and record time. As Coach D said earlier, people like Daryl and Danny, happy birthday, Danny Seguinal, Coach and me, we were here way back when we didn't have any getaways. We didn't have any trips. All we had was great rates. That was it. There were no points. There were no trips. There were no getaways. There were no trip incentives. There were no world tours. None of that existed. We used to brag, man, when you go ambassador, you can make $4,000 a month. And we were excited because that's 3 times as much as what other companies pay. Our ambassadors last month being like 12 grand. I mean, guys, how do you go from 4 grand to 12 grand? The company got better. I mean, things keep getting better and better. And we're seeing people hit the numbers now in record time. And so, guys, I mean, that momentum is real. It's happening. The company's starting to do that. And all you got to do is decide to come get you some. And, we have incredible leadership for you to plug into. We have the weekly Saturday calls. There's all kinds of individual group calls and team pages and team presentations. You just need to go upline, say who are my upline ambassadors, and in addition to the corporate activities, what are those things that we're doing that I can plug into so that I can get me some of the kind of success that you're seeing from Harlan and Chris and all the other leaders around the world. So guys, we're getting ready to head upstairs. We're having a farewell cocktail and picture with the entire group. And then about 4 hours, me and Gene are hopping on an airplane. We're going to be heading to the Maldives. And so we'll be in the Maldives. That'll be incredible. Get one of those private bungalows above the water. We'll be there for a few days. And we're going to come home via Singapore. And so we're going to stop in Singapore for a couple of days. And so by the time we get back home, we came to Dubai over Europe. And we're going home via Singapore. We have a layover in Tokyo. And so we will have circled the entire globe on this trip. By the time we get back home, guys, who has got it better than us? Nobody.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. All of you guys coming on today, Sandra, Christina, all of you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. And guys, we're going to be bringing a lot more guests on. The business is exploding, but God bless you guys. Make it a great day. We are, for those of you that want to attend, we are going to be doing a deep dive tomorrow, Sunday, at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 o'clock East Coast time. So if you guys aren't doing a presentation, and so many leaders are doing their own stuff, it's just great. But Maria and I and Todd, if we can grab him, if he's traveling the time-wise, Todd normally joins us. But that's going to be tomorrow. You guys can get the information on learnthistraining.com, sites and events. And if that can be, if we can be of any service to you, please let us know. We got you. God bless you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye
Let
bye.
him get that dollar ready, baby.
Corporate training. Corporate fireside chat.
Yes,
Sunday
corporate
night,
fireside
6
chat
p.m.
tomorrow night, Sunday, 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time. That will be 7 p.m. if you're in Dubai. But be on the fireside chat tomorrow night with Coach D. Good night, everybody.
Pastor Mel and Cynthia.
And Ambassador
Guys, get
Cynthia
the
Slide.
corporate schedule. That should be the schedule you use. And then other leaders got their own schedule. But corporate schedule is absolutely insane. And hopefully we'll have some of these other guys on there as well. God bless. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Hey, great job,
Todd.
Harlan. Great job, Chris.
Thank you. Have a good one.